The Song of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 11. Go forth, O ye daughters of Zion, and behold King Solomon with the crown with which his mother crowned him in the day of his espousals, and in the day of the gladness of his heart. Daughters of Zion, it's an interesting term, and it's a spiritual identification because Zion is above while Jerusalem is below. Zion, or Zion, means sign. And when a Jew observes mitzvahs or commandments, he is realizing his spiritual identity as well as being a signpost, Zion, to God, pointing to God. A Jew is easily recognizable by his practices and his dress code. Equally, Christians should be recognizable, not necessarily outwardly, I'm not saying that, but everything about a Christian's actions and speech should be a signpost pointing to God. Now, that doesn't mean that we need to be constantly talking about God. It means that we are to be examples of normality or wholeness. Now, amazingly enough, some people have never seen a normal Christian. They've seen people that they can respect, but can never imagine themselves becoming one of them. But we are signs pointing to God. And when people look at us, they should feel that they could become one of us, part of the body of Christ. And they can only do that if they see normality in our lives. Now, this verse speaks about the mother of Solomon, and you remember we can exchange Solomon for the Almighty. So it's a very rare and strange term. A mother is uniquely the one who brings forth, and God needs the church to bring forth the kingdom and so fulfill his plans for the world. We might say that we enthrone Jesus. This is a similar idea. Now, when we speak of bringing forth, we are touching on the theme of the suffering of childbirth. Paul said, "My children, with whom I am again in labour until Christ is formed in you." Galatians 4:19. And in fact, the suffering is cosmic. Paul said in Romans 8:22, "For we know that the whole creation groans and suffers the pains of childbirth together until now." Judaism teaches that the day of crowning and the day of joy or gladness, as this verse says it, are prophetic anticipations of when Jesus, they don't say Jesus but the Messiah, but we know that to be Jesus, when Jesus will be crowned King of Israel in Jerusalem, and the exuberant celebrations that will result. And we'll look further at that tomorrow.